It is finally my time. For years, for 2 years, I've sent Konami email after email begging for Exo Sister support. Basically being like, Konami, please, you don't do much for me. All these decks getting new support and stuff like that. Where's the Exo Sister love? And it has arrived. We got new Exo Sister support. I got ashy knees, ashy elbows, ashy lips, but none of that matters because it's our time, Exo Sisters believers. We have arrived. It is our time. What's going on, everybody? As you can see, finally, a deck that I truly play got new support. Exo Sister, y'all know I'm a true and through Exo Sister supporter. So to see that a deck I play actually got some new support is great. So I'm going to kind of talk you through what this deck kind of does and kind of the changes I made to my deck. Obviously, I'm not a masterclass deck builder, but this is a deck, one of the few decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! That I feel fairly confident in me piloting. So let's talk about some of the things that changed. So first things first, we got a new monster. We got another big monster, and it is Carmel. So what Carmel does, essentially before you would go into Mikolas or you would go into one of these monsters, the ideal one for Exo Sisters is you go into Mikolas, you go into another one of these like Exo Sister sub monsters, you eventually get to Magnifica. Now you kind of want to go into Carmel first because Carmel has some cool effects. First of all, it helps with consistency and getting spells and traps. One of the biggest problems with Exo Sister is that it was very inconsistent, right? Sometimes you wouldn't get Returna, sometimes you wouldn't be able to get Vadis. Now, this card helps with the consistency with getting those cards. So at the end of your turn, you're able to get whatever spell or trap card and you can set it face down, which means you can play less Returner. You don't have to really play three Vadis or three Returner. You can kind of play one or two and you can consistently get that card on field. Another effect that it has, if your opponent activates a monster, I think it's a monster, yeah, a monster or spell or trap card. No, where is it? Where is that effect? Oh yeah, here it is. If your opponent activates a monster or normal spell or trap card, quick effect, you can detach the materials from this card and change that effect to I can add one card for my graveyard. So it says your opponent's graveyard, but what that language means is that once you activate this, your opponent picks a card from your graveyard and it goes back into your hand. So this kind of has like a self-protection on it. So it's protected from imperm or whatever people try to hit it with, which is good, right? Because people are really going to want to hit this card because you don't want that effect of being able to grab a spell or a trap card and set it on field. But hitting this card, honestly, is pretty useless because they got the counter to it. So yeah, pretty fun card and it helps a lot with consistency. We have Sayori, which is a new card. I think Sayori is new, right? I think Sayori just came, I don't know, but Sayori helps. So what Sayori does is if you play an Exo System monster, let's say you pull, once again, helping with consistency. Because I think before you can use, what is it called? Atama for this. But I think this card is better than Atama. But basically, if you play an Exo Sister card and you have Sayori in hand, you can normal summon Sayori. So yeah, and then also Sayori allows you, once it's normal summoned, it allows you to get another Exo Sister card out of your deck. So not only can it self-summon itself if you have an Exo Sister on field, it allows you to grab another Exo Sister card from deck. Once again, helping you get access to all of those Exo Sisters cards, because the biggest problem with this deck was consistency. And then finally, the other new card is Betrayal. Betrayal lets you add 2 Exo Sisters cards from your hand. You discard 1 card. And then you can target one face-up monster you control and immediately normal summon Exo System monster. So if you for some reason only pulled 1 Exo System monster, this allows you to get access to those other Exo Systems monsters. And also on top of that, if your opponent, if a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard, you can banish a card, but it's a card in the graveyard. So if you're playing like something annoying like Tier and your opponent is sending things to the graveyard, you can actually activate this and banish that card and get rid of it. So there's a lot of things that mostly help with consistency here. This is the way I've built it out. I've knocked down Vadis. I don't play 3 Vadis anymore. I don't play 3 Return. I play 1 of each of these. I've put in 3 Betrayals. I see a lot of people aren't playing this. I still kept this card in mind because I really like this card, and I think it can deal with some of the nonsense your opponent is doing. Forbidden Droplet, obviously, against some of that turn 0 nonsense. Still playing packs. Droll obviously is really strong in this meta. I've knocked down the amount of Irene I've playing. I'm only playing 1 Irene. I don't find that she's super duper useful. And Dominion's Purge. So yeah, I think this is the deck that I'm going to go with. I'll make changes as we go, but this month for me is probably going to be dedicated to seeing how far I can go on the ladder with Exo Sister. I don't think this makes this deck like tier 0 or anything like that, but it makes it more consistent and it makes it a lot more fun. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna do some ranked matches to see how we do with this see how we do with this deck to see if it's actually useful. So let's get into these duels. As always, if you enjoy Master Duel / TCG content, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Let's go. All right, we are back. Like I said before, I don't think this is gonna make this deck like tier 0 or nothing like that. It really just kind of helps with the consistency of the deck. So a lot of this is gonna be new. I obviously could just go into packs, but let's make sure we're reading this card well. Once per turn, no, if you control the monster. Okay, so basically we can go this route, right? We can play Stella. Stella allows us to play this, right? Because they could just play if any monster, 800, whatever. But yeah, I'm liking this. If you could add, okay, and then we can add something else to hand. Okay, so yeah, this just helps with consistency. And from this, we can get Martha. And from that card, we got full combo without even wasting packs. Why can't I? Oh, it's because I need to only have XZ monsters. So let's just go into Mikolas real quick. What we could also do here too, without even going into anything, let's go into packs, and I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna do. Because what I want to do is try to stop Nib. A lot of people aren't playing this card, but I actually really like this card. If you could set it up in a way that's efficient, so now I can go into this, right? Boom, boom, and I have XZ monster, and now this is gonna activate. And with this, I can hit Nib. So I just hit Nib. Now I have Nib protection without really having to do anything else. You can go into Martha here. Martha bring back Ellis, and then they'll be able to XZ. But what we're gonna do here first is we're gonna detach 1 monster. Doesn't really matter which, I don't believe. And then we can take a bunch of things here. I'm trying to think what makes sense here the most. I still haven't figured out when I want to go into Betrayal. Add 2 Exo Sister monsters from your deck and discard 1 hand. So that's good if you don't have any Exo Sister monsters. You can target 1 face-up monster you control immediately after this turn resolves. Special summon. Okay. If a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard, even during the damage step, you can activate this effect. Your opponent banishes 1 of them. Okay. I don't think we need that yet. Let's go into Vadis. Let's go into Vadis. Let's just set Vadis down. And then normally you would go into one of these depending on the situation, but now you have a new card. So you can go into Carmel. And Carmel is a very interesting card. It is a very interesting card. I like first of all, the card art is amazing. This is an incredible card. Activate it, you get to set Exo Sister spell or trap. So it helps with consistency. If you find that you can't get Vadis, you find that you can't get Returnal, you can always count on being able to get it here. And honestly, I'm trying to think, is there any point? There's really no point. Normally here, You can go into Magnifica if you're gonna attack, but there's really no point of doing this here. You can wait for this on your next turn because in your end phase, let's set down Forbidden Droplet too. In your end phase, you're gonna be able to get Returna. So you activate this, you set Returna down, and you're good. Now, this deck still isn't tier 0 because if somebody can clear my back row, I'm cooked. I'm cooked still. So there's still things they can do against this deck, like clear a back row, cooks it. They're playing cash. No immediate things I need to do here. I haven't played this deck in a while, so if I misplay, just ignore it. I haven't played Exorcist in a while. I do love this deck, but it's been a while since I've actually interacted with it. So I might do some things wrong. So they're gonna go into Unicorn here. Is there, then you got, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to Imperm Unicorn because we don't want them to get another and some more nonsense. Okay, so a couple of things we can do. I wonder what, when your opponent activates a monster effect. Wait, oh yeah. So this is another cool effect of this. So it's a negate. So it changes, it's not really a negate, but it changes the effect. So I activate this and it'll change the effect of this spell or monster effect to add a card from graveyard. But since he don't have anything in his graveyard, there's nothing to add. Or is add something, is add something to my hand? What is this? Oh, it is, it's add something to my hand. So I get a card back. which is a cool effect. That is pretty cool. This card is cool too. I know a lot of people don't grade Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and fair, right? But I like to grade Yu-Gi-Oh cards because they're easy to get and the card art looks cool. So there's like there are 5 people in the world grading stuff. Trying to think about what I want to go into here. Choose one monster. I forgot the order here. Like Vadis allows you, I don't think I need to actually go into Vadis right now. I think I'm actually just going to go into Returna. I'm going to banish this, right? And then I can immediately Exosister summon into Magnifica. Right. Go into Magnifica. This got a new effect too. It didn't look like that before. Activate this. I can negate something. I'm trying to think about what other cash card. Let's just hit planet. Let's just flat out hit planet, pressured planet. I don't know cash enough. I just know it's annoying. And then once per turn, we're gonna hold on to this. We are going to hold on to this. And let's see what he does now. He really don't have much to do here. This deck is also, Exorcist is also weak going Typhon. Okay. Doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't really matter though, does it? Goodbye, sir. Anyway, this deck is not strong going second because it's hard to set up a lot of the things. This deck can't play around a lot of things. If you know where to interrupt Exorcisters, it's cooked. Should I go into Vadis here? I can't remember. Choose one Exosystem monster. So it basically sets you up. If you don't have any Exosister stuff, you can get like Martha and Ellis, and then yeah. So it's useful here, right? We're gonna actually pop this too, and we're gonna detach one. And we're gonna get whatever's in his back row. Unless he pops it now. Okay. What is this? Super Poly? Yeah, get that out of here. So if we activate Martha here, boom, we also get Ellis, and then we can kind of continue our stuff. So normally here, I'm trying to think about what I want to go into. Because I could go into Mikolas and get Pax, and Pax will let me get Stella. Or I can also just go into this and get and get Stella. Well, this is a spoiler. Let's just go into this. We want to get Stella here. I can't remember if I'm playing 1 or 2 Stellas. I think I'm playing 2 Stellas. I'm gonna activate both of these. On the small case that they have Nib, I always like to hit Nib. Always. There's obviously other things you can hit if you think they have it, but I always try to hit Nib. Then we activate this. Attach 1 for here. We got 1500. We have Stella. Normal summon Stella. Activate Stella's effect, get Ellis. We actually don't even need to do that. What gives us the added damage? What is it? Is it this one? One of these gives us additional 800 attack. I think it's this one. Right? I have to make this effect. Detach this. And that is more than that 800. Okay, I thought that was right. It on the dot. But this is GG's. We don't need to activate any effects. We don't need to do anything else. Boom. Attack twice here. And that's GG's. And that is the new Exo Sisters. I like it, man. It just helps the deck be more consistent. It's fun. It's really fun. So let's see how it works with us going second. Like I said, my concern is that this deck just is not very strong going second. And we get a chance, because I don't think I used Betrayal at all. So this will be a chance to kind of use Betrayal. But I'm happy Exo Sister is getting new support. Well, got new support, because Exo Sister is actually a really fun deck to play. It is extreme. If you've never played Exo Sister, bro, it is fun. It is super fun. Okay, let's just play Betrayal to see what we can get from this, because I haven't really used it, so I don't know why I put it in the same frame as this. Let's see what we get out of this. Okay, Ash. I guess we won't see what we get out of this. That's fine. But more consistency with this deck. I've always said that, like, between this and Generators, probably the 2 most fun decks that I have the pleasure of playing. We just go into Martha here. Right. Let's see what he has. Does he have Droll? Okay, that's fine. If a monster is hit to your opponent, you can activate this effect. Your opponent banishes one of them. I mean, okay. That's honestly annoying. So if they send stuff to the graveyard, you can force them to banish. I'm trying to think if I can play through Droll with this deck, because Droll stops you from adding things to your hand. And I don't necessarily need to add anything to hand, because if I part Martha, I think Ellis just comes from deck to field. Yeah. Well, I technically do need to add something to hand. Target 1 face-up monster you control. Immediately after this event, normal someone. Oh, so I could technically do this. Well, no. Of course Stella is the one. So if this would be good, that would be a good thing if Stella wasn't the one I had in hand. Oh, that's so annoying. It's fine. It's not a huge deal. I mean, it's kind of annoying. And then, so like I can't get anything from hand. Let's just go into this. I should have read the card a bit more, but it's fine. Okay. This works because we can just set. We're not adding nothing to hand. I figured that was coming. I knew that was coming, but we can deal with that. We have an infinite imprints. of defense, so we don't have to get hit by this. So now I get a card back. I get a card back in hand from my graveyard. And now, oh dude, he messed up. He messed up. He messed up. So fun now. And technically, even if I didn't do that, I could also got Martha on field because I hadn't used my special summon. Now, there's no point of me doing this because I can't add anything to hand. But, oh man, that is ridiculous. Well, if I add Martha, if I throw Martha out here, what is that? That's still not enough damage, but let's do it anyway. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Okay. Get target one. And, oh yeah, I can banish something from their graveyard, but that's kind of useless here. At least with what he has. Boom. 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 Bro, this deck is it feels so much more consistent. Cause you'll get hit with some things before Exo Sisters and you'll be like, bro, what do I do? We can activate this effect and then we're going to get return. But now there's so many things I can do. I have imperm protection. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my god, I like it, guys. This is so good. This makes me want to climb ladder with this. This is so much more fun now. Oh, it's so much fun now. Oh my god, fun, bro. Is this what it feels like when a deck you actually play gets support? I be seeing all these decks I don't play get support, and I'll be like, all right, bro. I finally got my own deck to get support. We have some plays here, but let's see if we can bait out an Ash. Because you technically want them to Ash this. Okay, so I don't love the plays that we have, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So what we do here is we go into Ellis, then we can special summon this, right? Or normal summon. Activate this, boom, just gets a Martha. Now, here's the problem we're gonna run into actually. I think because we play Martha, or because we played this Ellis, I don't remember if we can get another Ellis on field. We still have a play here, so it's not like, well, I don't know if we have a play here. Okay. They're gonna special summon. What are they playing? What is this? Hecka Hands Gigas? If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by battle during your main phase. Okay. It seems like that's just something they wanted to throw out. I'm trying to think what makes sense here. Because let's just go into because I can't think about what makes the most sense here. Let's just take a spell or trap. Then we pop Martha. My concern here is I don't remember if you could do Multa. Okay, never mind. Let me shut my big mouth. I don't know what I'm talking about. You target one. Spanish this. Get this out of here. Get a trap. Once again, GG's, bro. This support is so good. It's so good. It's not groundbreaking, right? It's not the best thing ever. It's not gonna make this the best deck in the game. But for people who play Exo Sister, bro, it makes the deck so much more consistent and just flat out fun to play. I'm gonna end this video there. This deck is fun. I really like the new changes. I like how more consistent everything feels. It never feels like I'm in a spot where I'm like, oh, I wish I could have got this or got this. The deck, at least the way I built it, feels extremely consistent. I love the new support. I really like the new monster card, and the design is great. So I hope we get this in like a Starlight or an Overframe. I don't know if we already have one, but this is the deck that I want to play in person. When I think about like an in-person deck that I would like to play in the TCG, I think this deck, like I think Exo Sisters. So yeah, this was fun. If you're playing a new Exo Sister support, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And as always, everybody, happy dueling.